Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Fujimi Kaido is back! It's back, people. All my over 30-year-olds and mid 20-year-olds, let's rejoice, join hands. Fujimi Kaido is back and I'm so excited for this. Coming out in May to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Forza Motorsport. 20 years, that's crazy. But let's talk about a lot of our favourite track that we last seen in Forza Motorsport 4. Fujimi Kaido is a fictional closed road circuit set in the town of Fujimi, the Nagano prefecture of Japan. It was Japan's answer to the Nürburgring, and this thing was insane. The full circuit was over 10 miles long. It had over 140 extreme turns and it had an elevation of 2,711 foot. Based on the mountain roads around the area of Fujimi, it is just so amazing to see this thing back. Long snaking mountainous roads were perfect to recreate toge racing and drifting. It was perfect. I remember back in the day, me and friends would imitate initial D scenes. We would get AE86s, drift around like we were in the anime. It was hugely challenging to get drifting around here. There was so many corners, so many sharp, insanely technical corners. It was the perfect stomping grounds to learn how to drift and also master drifting. Be the best drifter you could ever be. I guess if you're watching this, you know what Fujimi Kaido and the track is. However, if you have never played the games or if you're Gen Z, this featured in the first ever Forza Motorsport 1, which came out in 2005, so this year is the 20th anniversary, as mentioned at the beginning. Also featuring in Forza Motorsport 3 and Forza Motorsport 4. However, it hasn't appeared in any other title since 4, so that's nearly 14 years it hasn't been in Forza. This means we have not had Fujimi Kaido since Xbox 360, which is insane. It jumped an entire Xbox generation, and now we're on to the X series and the XS. So that is crazy to me that it skipped that generation, but why did it? My opinion goes into the fact that in 2012 we got Forza Horizon, the original, and since then they've had two different games. They've had Motorsport and Horizon. So they used to bring out Forza Motorsport one year and then Horizon the next year. Oh, how times have changed. That doesn't work out nowadays. But my thought is the fact that because we have Forza Horizon, they have been creating a lot of different content, different maps, and just doing everything in those studios. So I think they have not had the time to generate these maps. Because it's a fictional map, it's their own design. So bringing this all together, I don't think they've had the time to just recreate it until now. I will say though, when reading through, it says race and drift on the full circuit or the full circuit reverse. I think that means we're probably not going to get the stages. I really hope that's not the case. I'll list them above, but that's the amount of stages we used to get as of Forza Motorsport 4. These were perfect. We could do the toge races, we had drift sections, we had drift stages, we could challenge each other online and with our friends. It was perfect. We could recreate montages and they weren't that long, so you've got the over 10-mile track to play with, which is absolutely fine, but sometimes just having the 2-mile stretch of road or having less than a mile to do some drifting, to learn how to drift, was perfect. It was ideal. It was the best. I don't know why that's the case. I really hope it isn't. However, does that mean we can't have the stages? I do wonder. Maybe because every racetrack now has pits in this game, maybe they have made it impossible to have these stages in because they will have to implement and add pits. Maybe that's the case. Maybe the pits are the issue. It usually is the issues. The pits usually stink. Hopefully it will release with these stages, but if not, can we get the stages later on down the line? Or, actually no, I won't go into the next theory. I'll make another video on that. I got a little theory here, Look out for the next video. Moving on, the Forza team has mentioned that they have been working on this map since the beginning of the game in October 2023, which is insane. So I can imagine that this is going to be the most stunning map we are going to have in the game. We have the beautiful views of the Fuji mountain and just the beauty of the atmosphere in Japan. It would be perfect. And from the little screenshots we see, the roads look incredible. They look awesome. I do wonder though, can we get a few potholes? I know that sounds so weird, but can we get a few potholes? A little bit of imperfection in the road so that when we're drifting we can get some bumps and we can get some crazy action. I know that's such a weird thing to say, but that would be awesome. This map is coming out in May, but they haven't exactly said when. I think this is going to come out with update 19, which will be out around that 5th of May time, which is not that far from the 20th anniversary. Forza has been very tight-lipped about what will come out with this as well, but they have mentioned there are some highly requested cars coming in the game. We'll talk about that in a second. Additional unlockable driver suits, special events in both career and featured multiplayer, new themed rivals challenges, and more. I really want to know the "and more" part. That part is lovely. I want to know what we're going to get with this 20th anniversary. If we can get a cake, that'd be awesome too. But highly requested cars, that's ominous as heck. What are we going to expect? I'm going to insert a little video here of what I said in a previous video, because I think I know what this may be. Instagram page JDMGarageUK posted a farewell to one of their beautiful cars, the Toyota Mark II, the JZX100, a car we really want in the game. So they put in this status a car that's been with us for a while and even had the honour of being scanned and recorded for a very famous video game. So that could be anyone. However, I went into the comments. An account says, "Awesome, what video game?" and their reply was, "We're unable to say, but it was one of the big AAA titles." So, that's right, the Toyota Mark II. I really hope that's the case. I hope we see it as of May, so we can make this into a drift beast and take it down for Fujimi Kaido. It would be excellent. Going around those snaking hairpins, drifting it, getting that rear end out, putting good body kits. If we could put a good body kit on this as well, we would be in heaven. Though, I do wonder, what is another car that could come in? I reckon we could see the return of the Civic EG. And if we can get that car back in, I would be so happy. Having a little Kanjo racer to go around these crazy turns would be perfect. It would be ideal. And if we can get it in the SIR version, Forza, if we can get the SIR version of the EG, I would be so happy. So that could be another car we get in the game. Do you know what? I would love to see a top secret car come back. I would love to see it to come around this track, take it drifting around those snaking corners. It would be perfect. Like the top secret S15 would be perfect. Or the top secret Supra. That would be awesome. If not top secret, then Tommy Kaira. That would be perfect. A Tommy Kaira Nissan Skyline would be epic too. Or a Tommy Kaira Subaru Impreza. We need some really cool modified cars back in this game. I think this could be the perfect link to bring in these modified cars. Bring them back to the game like we had in Forza Motorsport 2. I think Tommy Kaira or Top Secret would be perfect with this special map coming back. I am so happy that Fujimi Kaido is coming back. As someone who played Forza Motorsport 4 endlessly, I played that game to death. So it's good to see it back, and this was the track I always used to use. But that's another video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be making another video tomorrow talking a little bit about a theory I have. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. But thank you for watching. I'd love to know your opinions in the comments to see what you think of this new return. What do you think? Are you happy it's back? Because I know for the most part, when it came to the previous Forza titles in the motorsport, we've been asking for this track since number 4. So I think we're all excited, so please go into the comments and see. I'd love to see what you say. But thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Goodbye, my friends, you legends. I hope you can drift well. I don't know what that means, but drift well, my boys. Goodbye!